I was beyond broke. I was like living in the dirt. I just had a lot of anger and hate in me. It was bad. It was just always someone else knocking me back down when I would try to be built up, you know, and it was always men. I had a lot of anger and hate in me, especially when I started drinking. Once I hit 21, 22, I mean, I would fight people. It was ugly, it was horrible. It's a part I really like to push back. I drank and drove several times that I could have killed somebody. And I think of that a lot, like, oh my gosh, what was I doing? You know, like, the stuff that I think of back then is just sickening to me, of the person I turned into. And it was embarrassing. From 7 to 12, I was molested by a family member. And I hid that till I was 18 years old from my mom. My dad knows now because he's in heaven, but I never ever told him. In the midst of all that, like, my parents were on the rocks, kind of, you know. They divorced when I was 10, so it started when I was 7. There was so much good in my childhood too with my mom and dad. It was just, but they were going through their issues because my dad, when he would drink, he was never mean to us, but he was very abusive to my mom. So that kind of carried over. And then when I felt betrayed, like, from a man, I was just kind of like, why do I even want a relationship? I'm never getting married because they're all horrible. You know, I just had that vision, like, every man's horrible. Every man will hurt you, you know, and it was just kind of negative. And even being around guys, like, in high school, like my high school boyfriend, like, you know, I was in cheerleading, he was a basketball player, I would tremble if he would even, like, try to hold my hand. I knew that wasn't normal. I kind of pointed my finger at God, like, why are you doing this to me? What did I do? I'm just a kid. I haven't even entered the real world yet. I mean, it was kind of like an anger, hate. I don't think I really thought he was there for me. I didn't want to stop and think about anything. If I had a moment in my time, then I was like, oh, gotta keep busy. Gotta be around people, I didn't know how to relax. I didn't know how to be comfortable with myself. I didn't know how to have peace with myself. So I thought surrounding me by a bunch of people and partying, and well, that just makes it all go away for a short time. I felt like I wasn't worth anything anymore, you know, and when somebody feels like that, it's like not a good feeling at all. It's sad, it's just, you feel like, why am I even living sometimes? You know, like, this world's just crazy. I don't want to live in it anymore. I just don't want any part of it. But I know, I know for a fact he was with me the whole time, but he was just letting me kind of, I think, ask. He was like, okay, well, you're not ready yet, so, all right, well, maybe the next time. And it seemed like years of that I was always letting him down, and then I feel like he's rewarded me in so many ways because I'm like, okay, fine, I'm fine. I can't do it on my own. No one around me is doing it for me. I don't have any hope anymore. I don't, you know, I was just kind of, all right, fine, let's just do this, you know, and when I did that, it took a while for me to really focus and see the change, but I feel very loved. I know he loves me. I feel it every day when I wake up. I feel, honestly, God's given me more than one chance in several different cases. In 2011, I got married, and it's been, honestly, the best adventure of my whole life so far. It's been amazing. I trust him with all my heart. Now, obviously, I'm married with a beautiful 5.5-month-old baby, and life is flipped upside down, obviously, for me. Plus, after getting baptized this summer, it's been awesome. Like, I could scream awesome, because it's just awesome. It's definitely God. I mean, there's no other person that can flip me upside down not the way I was going in my life. Everyone has a story. Everyone has tragic stuff that happens. They just don't talk about it. But I think people really should, because it's therapy, you know, and to get it out, even if it's to God. I want to help others and just be a strong mentor for others that have maybe went through bad things, or to let them know it's okay. It's not our fault that stuff like that happens. It's part of life. It's life. I just need God, and then he helps me throughout my whole day.